Hello everyone, so we are doing the newest event in game, and that is called the Heavensturn. And it is basically the New Year's type of event in this game. And so here, unlike the last event, we actually have right now already purchasable the Boar's Head Kodamatsu furnishing and Zuni Amio type thing. So this is for your gathering and whatnot. So Inoshishi Bugyo is in need of a helping hand. You have the bearing of one who has seen more than their fair share of danger. Are you, perchance, one of the adventurers these lands are famous for? If so, I could certainly use your help. I am the Inoshishi Bugyo, part of a Far Eastern delegation, come to share our Heavensturn customs with the good people of Eorzea. I've always found it fascinating that our celebrations of this momentous occasion are so similar, and yet so different. You see, in the Far East it is not a deity, but a totem animal which serves as herald for the coming year. And at long last, the boar shall ascend to its rightful place in the heavens. To mark the occasion, I commissioned Kabuto in its likeness, that all might bask in the glory of this most majestic and jovial of creatures. Ahem. But I digress. I am in dire need of assistance, and would gladly offer you one of those celebratory helms as compensation for your time. The task I have in mind should be markedly simpler than the adventures you're accustomed to. All I ask is you take my faithful companion Ibukimaru in tow, and spread word that we will be handing out Advent mochi rice cakes as part of our celebration of Heavensturn. And you can kind of see him, but the boar right there. Oink! Speaking of rice cakes, are you familiar with the art of mochi pounding? We'll go with the assumption that we don't, so allow me to explain. Mochi pounding is the process by which we make our Advent cakes. Freshly steamed rice is placed in a large mortar, then beaten into a sticky dough using a hammer. Though quite simple, these treats are a cornerstone of the celebration. To ensure our mochi is pounded to perfection, I've enlisted the aid of a Cyclops, who should be hammering away as we speak right outside the city. Yet, for all my efforts, no one has shown even the faintest glimmer of interest. That is why I would ask you to go in my stead. I sincerely doubt the good people of Limsa Lominsa would deny the invitation of an adventurer, especially one in the company of dear Ibukimaru here. Oink, oink! Ah, he seems rather eager to get started. An excellent sign. I leave the rest to you then. And from there, we need to go this way. And up, up. Just over here and up this little pathway. Oink! Troubled townsman. Ahem! Would you happen to know what this boar's doing here? I know I come hither, look when I see one, and the way he's been drinking me in is making me uncomfortable. Heavensturn, you say? And there'll be cakes? You can be sure I'll attend and eat my fair share. But are you certain it's to be the year of the boar? Word about town is that's the year of the cat. Then again, I never could remember the animals they celebrate over in the Far East. At any rate, thanks for the invitation. Oink! Apparently he's like a dog and sniffing out his prey. And a hop down, or kind of fall down because I missed my jump. Up these stairs, and over this way. And right over here. Oink! Yes, what is it? Not more bad news, I hope. They're making ready for the Heavensturn celebration? But I thought it was cancelled. I've been waiting for a whole year for another chance to eat those delicious sticky cakes. I can hardly wait. Oink! 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 And over this way. Helps if I hit the right key for running and all that. Oink! He's not excited at all. Oh, good an adventure. Would you mind giving me a hand at doing away with this damned boar? What do you mean he's part of the Heavensturn celebration? The way I heard it, the whole thing's been called off on account of this brute causing all manner of trouble for the Far East delegation. You've an honest face, so I'll take to believe you. Well, if there really is going to be a celebration, I'd be a fool to pass up the chance to have more of those cakes. Yes, yes you would. Oink! And conveniently, we just head on back over this way. Oink! Ah, you are returned. Were the townsfolk receptive to our offerings of sweets and merrymaking? It would seem someone has gone to the great lengths to mislead the good people of Limsa, but who would have cause to disrupt the Heavensturn celebration? Like kittens drawn to gild catnip, they played right into my hands. Neko Bugo, what are you doing here? As if I could say stand idly by as you propagate this farce you call tradition, denying the regal feline the love and devotion it deserves. You poor misguided soul, do you truly believe our plans could be sabotaged with a few baseless rumors? You underestimate me at your peril, Inoshishi Bugo. I have gained powerful new allies here in Eorzea. Allies that have poised themselves to pounce on the very heart of your little celebration. The cat shall yet have his cream. Just you wait and see. Nya-ha-ha-ha! My apologies, friend. 'Tis clear now that the trouble has followed me here to Eorzea. As I mentioned before, custom dictates we name a totem animal to herald the coming of the new year. It is said the kami descended from the heavens and bestowed this duty upon 12 animals, who would serve one after the other in a cycle that repeats to this very day. And while the truth of this tale has long since been lost in time, one thing is certain: the cat was not among those chosen, for there is no year of the cat. Even so, there are those who believe the cat was spurned by the other beasts and robbed of its place in the heavens. Seeking revenge for this alleged betrayal, the zealots labor tirelessly to foil any celebration that proclaims the ascent of a totem animal. The Neko Bugo is their leader. That he should come all this way and with allies. This bodes ill. Grave tidings from the pounding site! Both areas are infested with strange cat-like creatures attacking any and everything that approaches the mortars. Between them and the thunderous hammers of the Cyclopes, collecting mochi for our advent cakes is all but impossible. The advent cakes? Of course! There can be no celebration without a sufficient store. Surely there must be something we can do, or perhaps... You have the look of a rather hardened adventurer. Yes, I imagine those hellcats would seem more like kittens to one of your caliber. Would you be willing to help us? We would be most grateful for any assistance you can offer. Just leave it to me. Excellent! I shall return to the pounding sites and make ready for your arrival. Oink! Oink! You wish to join me? Very well, come, Ibukimaru. Let us be off. Though the taste may seem daunting, there are but 2 pounding sites, one in Middle Linosa to the southeast of the Zephyr Gate, and the Lower Linosa to the east of the Salt Strand. Pray save what mochi you can from the mortars. So basically it's giving you 2 options of which fate to go to. And for any of those anime fans out there, this reminds me of Fruits Basket, which is having a new remake. Yay! Anyway, so we are, since we're here, going to Lower Linosa, and hopefully we can see the fate up there, possibly, alongside a gazillion quests. And there it starts down there. And I believe Middle Linosa is somewhere down here. So just down here is where the fate is for here. And where are the Gallicats? All was proceeding according to plan until these flying furballs came. Even the thunderous blows of the Cyclops hammer have failed to drive them off. Please, you must reach the mortar and save what mochi you can from the festival. And yep. And so, rule of thumb is watch this dude here, and I'm just gonna zoom out so I don't miss it. You see how he has a casting time of the hammer. There will be a short one and then a long one. Make sure you pay attention to which one he's at. And of course, I forget already that I actually have to sync to this, so there we go. So you'll see he has that one cast time. You do not want to be caught in it because even at level 70, it will pretty much kill you. And you see right after there is a short one, and so now there is a longer one. Here you just want to right click, interact with this, and hope that the Gale Cats don't actually do that. And I am so totally gonna die just now. Oh, that is unfortunate. Ah, no, come on. Get out of there! Get out of there! Run! Run, my character! Run! Oh dear. Okay, so if I had been in there at this level, I definitely would have died. So if you're too hesitant to try it, and like right now you see I have the heavy, you do not want to be in there with that. And of course, I'm a very low level. So this is a collecting one, and then you hand them over. Freshly pounded glutinous rice coated with fine ground starch and rolled into a ball. A Heavensturn tradition in the Far East. Well done, you collected a considerable amount this far, but no one can never have too much mochi. Please retrieve as many as you can. So if you're wary of trying to go actually in there, you can always just aim for these side ones. Unfortunately, I have a ranged attack. If I had a higher character, this wouldn't be so challenging. But because I'm synced, that means these will aggro towards me. And I could always unsync, but so killing these small ones will help with collecting. I'm gonna see if I can go around and collect this mochi one, and if I'm lucky, someone else will come along and help with this. So if I'm lucky, it'll spawn on the front side, so I don't have to keep running around. See, there's one right there. I definitely want to make sure I avoid that AO because I will definitely die. It took over half of my life as a level 70 tank, so if you keep that in mind. And you see the progress bar there, I think you need something like 30. Might be a lot more because this is a higher one, and I ended up having help with the last one because someone else came along and I guess they needed to do it too, and or they were just helping, which was super helpful for me because I ended up dying twice. And see, there you go. There's someone else doing this. And unfortunately I can't help them. Hopefully they live. Oh no, they died. And unfortunately I wasn't able to actually help that person because I forgot my character is 3 levels too low for the skill that I need. So this one is a pain in the butt, and it's definitely needed. We definitely need help with this one. I was hoping I would have more people doing this, but I guess there aren't a whole lot of people doing this right now. So this fate is probably going to fail because, as you can see, there's only 9 minutes left, and with those Gale Cats there, it is very tricky because they either use the skill of sleep or heavy, which makes it all the more difficult. And if I was smart, I would have actually tuned there, so if I died and had that set as my home point, I would have actually been able to revive there. Sorry, lost in train of thought there. So, the best I can do is pretty much go on the outskirts here and kill these guys because I'm a weakling. And I don't want to die because I think my home point is... I'm not actually even sure where. And shoot. And this is what I said because I was synced, I would end up drawing these stupid guys. And I could unsync, but that would be a pain in the butt as well. Because I don't want to have to unsync and sync, because sometimes that ends up failing a fate and all that. So the best I can do is time these right. I just have to watch him to make sure I don't stay in his zone too close. And because tanks are slow from the start, it becomes a pain in the butt. Should be his short. Nope, it's his longer one. And you see there's some people helping now, so that's... Yay! Oops, don't want to go that way, I want to go this way. Not actually sure how many we need. So you see as they're going in, they're collecting from there. We won't risk it. Tanks are slow. You want to make sure you have sprint available too. See, this one's one of the faster cast times. And if you time it right, you can probably go in and interact with this as many times as you can. Of course, you have to keep in mind watch of the... And you see how much health that took, so... And I realized I mentioned that I took like half the health of a level 70, but of course your gear is probably synced as well. And you can see that we're getting close to done, and we are now done. And just because we can... I was too slow. I'll try to get another one. Just to make it an even, well, not an even, but 25 contributed, and then however many they did. And of course you don't actually have to wait around for this, but might as well. And there we go, we got gold contribution to this. And now we get to go back to the upper decks. And here we are. Now we just talk to Inoshi Byogo. Welcome back, friend. Thanks to you, this year's Heavensturn is off to a wonderful start. See for yourself. The people's concerns were allayed easily enough, and all doubts were cast aside once the mochi arrived from the pounding sites. I am in your debt. Oh, please stop. You haven't won yet. Enough, Neko Byogo. This is not a battle to be won or lost. What is there to gain from bringing misery to these people? Their misery is a small price to pay if the cat is to ascend to its rightful place in the heavens. If you would defy me, then you leave me no choice. Go, my furry friend, rip them to pieces. Was that your ally who would see Heavensturn fall into ruin? It seems to me he's rather taken with her celebration of the boar. This can't be happening! You cannot change what has been ordained by the kami. Please, Neko Byogo, I beg of you, abandon this foolish endeavor. Then what is it to become of the cats? Their hopes and dreams left to foul like so much spoiled milk. And you have the option, is this really what cats want, or you mean your hopes and dreams? And we'll go with this one. Well, of course it is. At least that's what I've always told myself. Grunt. After all I've done, and you would still offer me solace? Everything was so much simpler before I became a Byogo. There were no delusions of grandeur, no nefarious schemes, only my love of cats that I hoped to share with the world. Neko Byogo, I had no idea. And any who would refuse my love will be made to suffer the consequences. Ah, your belly is full. Good. There's much work to be done, and you will need your strength. Wait, what are you? Mark me, Inoshi Byugo. Come the next turn of the heavens, the masses will clamor not for the boar, but the cute and cuddly cat. Nyahaha! But the boar will not be the next year's totem animal. At the very least, we can take comfort in knowing this year's celebration can proceed unimpeded. Or so I hope. Should the Neko Byugo and his feline companion return, I pray we can look to you for assistance once more. Wait, what? Why me? What? What? Oink! And we get an Inoshishi Kabuto and a Crimson Inoshishi Kabuto, which are both underliningly cute. Hooray! Oink! Oink! And then this goes through that. And as I said, over here is the two things. And that is it for the Heavensturn. And just to demonstrate what the Kabuto looks like, this is the red one equipped. It just so happened to fit well with what my Paladin's gear for my main character is currently wearing. So that's it there. And I think it looks really, really, really cute. And quite well with this outfit. Anyway, so that's it for the Heavensturn event. Hope you enjoyed it. Thanks for watching!